We are live. We are ready to go. Welcome to Smoke and Barrel. We are live on Instagram, live on Facebook, and potentially
No, we are on
we are
YouTube.
live on YouTube. It's our first broadcast on YouTube live. We have uploaded some of our past podcasts, so we are live today. So that's very exciting. I want to thank Charlie and Jack for setting that up and getting us going. So let's go around the table. We got the Cigar Extraordinaire, T Crocker, in the house. We have the goddess of cigars, the cigar goddess,
Woo!
Carolee Martin. We got Charles Wilkerson, WhiskeyTangoCharlie, and Bryan Hough today. So we are excited to be here. We've got a great lineup. We've got a local bourbon from Southern Distillery, Southern Star. We've got double rye.
Man, this is one of my favorites from these guys, right? I mean, they've got several, but I mean the Paragon, which is the wheater, but the double rye is is awesome. So the double rye, y'all were there, we did the tour, right?
Oh, it's
so
awesome.
It is two different rye blends that he mash bills aged, and then they bring those two different mash bills together, thus the double rye designation. So it's not double barreled, but it's a two separate rye blends, and they marry those together to come up with this. And this one is this one I always loved this one because this particular one, if you get it, I guess it's just the distillery because I don't see the tags on it from the ABC stores. But if you buy this at the distillery, he gives a percentage of the proceeds goes to the Purple Heart Homes deal. So
Yeah, which is really cool.
good supporting. Yeah.
And I went to their website today. This one did come from the ABC store, but
Yeah.
they are out of stock at the double rye right now. They're out of stock at the Paragon. So
They
I
are
blame you, Brian.
they are running on it. The Paragon big award winner we talked about the other week in New York, the Spirit Show. So they're doing a lot of great stuff up there in Statesville, Statesville, North Carolina, not
What's the proof on
Kentucky.
this one?
Double rye, I think it's 94-ish.
it is 88.
88. Okay.
All
That's why you like it.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
It has training wheels.
Yeah.
But you know, for
Such a
some
wuss.
people who haven't been on here, and what I was going to mention before that, familiarity leads contempt, right? But you know, when they're so local, they're here, they're Statesville, they're not Louisville, Kentucky, they're not Bardstown. They're a lot of people may overlook that.
Back in the day, so the 1800s, and it was the place. So Statesville, and you know, we locals, we grew up around North Carolina, like you and I, and T. Statesville was just kind of a quiet little town, but you know, the late 1800s, Statesville was the money flow. I mean, the money flowed through there. The commerce flowed through that town, heading west. So
And you think about it, I mean, like, it moved to a different location because of taxation, right? That
Yeah.
was the whole
Prohibition,
reason.
yeah.
So, I mean, you think about, in the whole scheme of things, one change,
Yeah.
how significant history has been has been written.
yeah.
This could have been the Kentucky. Well, it was the original.
Well, and it's the mineral water, it's the makeup of the water that is in Statesville that made it so conducive
Yeah.
an environment. Plus, it's really one of the last major cities you get to before the mountains,
Right.
before you're going to travel west.
Yeah.
But then when Prohibition hits and some of the restrictions, the taxation hits, they have to find somewhere else to go. They go to Tennessee, they go to Kentucky,
Yep.
and that's kind of, now it's history, and
Yeah, how'd that work out for us?
Well, well, got a good family up there, good family-run distillery, good folks.
I love this one.
Yeah.
This was one of the ones that really hit me in a happy way when we did the tour, and so grateful you brought it for today.
Yeah, I did a. Troy and I had a private tasting Friday evening for some gentlemen up in Lake Norman, and this was not one of them, but I did have a bottle in my travel case that we take out for this thing. I had a bottle of the double shot in there. So we had finished the whole thing. And,
That'll get you pregnant.
and so the guys were all, and they were like, you know, guys, we've had a great evening. But I'm going to share one more little thing with you guys. And so I got glasses out and poured just a little. I said, we're going to have desserts. Because we've been through first course. We had 4 blind tastes. And so I had that as a dessert. And they were like grabbing the bottle, taking, where's this at? I was like, guys, it's right up the road. It's Statesville.
Yeah.
And so I end up leaving the bottle with them. Said so because I go, when y'all have breakfast in the morning and your coffee, just go ahead and pour this in. And they were like,
yeah.
So
You talking about your ice cream, right?
oh yeah. So anyway, they were like, yeah. So double shot is is the dessert, if you will.
Oh, that'll give you diabetes.
Well, what a great tour. You guys are ever in North Carolina
Yeah.
or for your local, you go to Statesville, and they've got a tremendous facility there. They just finished their outside venue
Yeah.
that they've been working on.
Yep.
Is that big pole barn?
That was under construction when we went by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And we went right when COVID was relaxing about a year ago.
It's been, yes.
Yeah. About a year
Yes.
ago we did that trip. And what a great trip. We found out Carol Lee is a rye person.
That was
So you're
my
welcome
epiphany.
today, by the way. I picked this out for you.
Thank you.
Cigar here
Thank
today.
you.
Wow. So,
Okay.
So what we got?
yeah.
So we got the Sancho Panza Extra Fuerte today. We did the original, and we've done the double Maduro. So this is the third one in that new release. Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. You got U.S. Connecticut broadleaf binder, and you've got Dominican Ligero, Dominican Seco, and Nicaraguan Ligero, which is where you get that extra kick to it.
That's Sumatra's. That's why it's got that little sweet taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like the Connecticut broadleaf.
There's
I
a
am
richness
such a
to it.
fan of the Connecticut broadleaf. Anytime I see a cigar with a Connecticut broadleaf, I really kind of gravitate to that.
Mm-hmm.
Such a great taste to it, the richness you talk about. And then you got that Ligero at the end. I mean, it sits kind of the middle of my tongue. And
The
it's kinda-
bite.
Yeah.
It's got a
right
bite.
there.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
a great
spicy,
cigar.
just like me.
I like this one. So I had this. I got here early today, and I had this other cigar, and I really do like this one better than the one I
Yeah.
We're
had
not
earlier.
going to tell them which one it is that you had earlier.
I don't-
got caught.
I remember what
You don't
it is.
have to.
It's a CAO something, but I don't.
It was the limited edition Pelon and Yeho,
Okay.
which is more in the medium range. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking two different apples and oranges when it comes to,
But you
Well,
like
he-
this
like it.
one over that one.
which is, I'm impressed. That's really,
It's no. This has to me has it's a creamier, smoother feel than.
I think it's the Connecticut broadleaf.
I think
Really?
exactly right. I think you're exactly right.
I think it tempers it just a little bit.
oh yeah,
From
it,
that
it balances
full
it out.
punch.
And you do need a pretty good counterbalance for that, the Ligeros in this. So, no, that works out good.
Well, she was worried that it was going to be.
No. This is a great cigar.
Yay!
Yo, this.
I rolled it myself. No big deal. In all my spare time.
All 2 minutes of it.
Exactly.
How are you today, T? We haven't heard much from you.
She came in
woke up.
scowling like normal, so.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Got up early to get people safely home on the airline today, from TSA.
No.
No?
No.
Uh-oh.
So, yesterday, today, tomorrow, probably through Saturday. So it's bid time at TSA. Now, mind you, bid time for the shift you're going to work for the next 6 months
You gotta fight for it now.
is crazy because you have officers that will go AM or go PM in the wintertime because they don't want to get up when it's cold, and they'll switch back to AM in the summertime because they want to be home.
Sandbaggers.
So they flip-flop. So I've been at TSA for 7 years now. I have now made it to the second page of seniority, on the seniority list. And so you're actually watching the bid lines disappear because you can do it on your phone. So everybody's in a panic because you want certain days off, you want a certain start time. And for me, personally, for the past 4 years, I've been on what we call TAC team. So I float throughout the airport. I work on any checkpoint or whatever. So they came up with something new since all of the travel headaches have been going on.
I love how she makes that sound so pleasant.
Yes.
This
Travel
summer,
stroke.
this summer, they had people that were assigned to the 3:45 shift. Their start time became 3:15 in the morning. So what they do for next bid, because we have the holidays coming up, they make that a shift. So their start time is 3:15 and they're off at 11:30, 11:45, which is not bad if you want to disrupt your life forever. I was supposed to be at work. There have been days this summer that I was supposed to be at work at 3:15. I'm sorry. My clock don't go off till 2:30. Not gonna happen. So I get there at 3:45 and do what I gotta do. Well, my life just got turned upside down, and we'll talk about it after the podcast.
Oh, snap.
There we go.
It don't sound so good.
So, needless to say, things are gonna be interesting for the next year for me.
So you're stuck with it for a full year, whatever it is. This
Yeah.
week of decision making.
I got to guess, but I'm not going to guess. I'll wait till we get off.
But
I
yeah,
hear that.
we
Be careful what you ask for.
didn't really ask for it. Just
Yeah, you
kind of
did.
told was you need to do this one more time, and
Yep.
after that, we'll
you
call it
got
quits.
Yep,
Yeah,
there
you're
you go.
voluntold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. my
But
favorite.
anyway, it's gonna be interesting. I think it was a good move, and it's not too heartbreaking because I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to be living out of town for 4 and 5 months at a time. So we're gonna be good. I'm still gonna be home. I'm still gonna aggravate y'all, and Curly, you still
Hey,
gonna get emails. So
See, good deal there. Home, aggravate me. Hell, it's a good deal.
I don't
Oh,
see
yeah.
any disruption.
It is all about us.
oh
That's
yeah,
true.
of course
it's about
it
us.
is.
Come on, T.
Of course it is. So
So,
that's all good.
So the Mook's not on today. He's traveling. I don't think he can see us today unless he gets a message in. Not yet. Yeah, he's-
Mook had a great post the other day. He was talking about, he showed me some pictures, and he was talking about the pictures of people before crack, after crack,
Oh no.
before alcohol, after alcohol, and then the one that was the best was the fishing. Before fishing, after fishing, then the dude was just smiling and going on. I was like, yeah, no, I was like, that's the Mook,
Yeah.
fishing, baby.
He's great. But so just to update you guys on LFD, obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to the Dominican today. Puerto Rico hurricane has been horrendous out there.
Oh my God.
So our hearts and prayers go out to them. And so we're
Again.
thinking about them. We did get La Flor Dominicana, which comes to the Dominican. We got a shipment in last week ahead of the storm, thank goodness. So we are ready for our October 19th event. We do have the bull in the house. So it is not going to be available till the event. So that's a teaser. So the Andalusia bull, we've got in plenty of Chapter 1, Chapter 2. We've got the Lajero 500, the double Lajero 500, 600, 700, the Diggers. We've got a tremendous offering. So you guys get ready for that. Again, the Andalusia Bull will be available that day, October 19th. You will have to make some purchases to have the opportunity to buy some Andalusian Bull, but we've got plenty. I think we'll have enough to take care of everybody. But So that's exciting. We weren't sure we are going to be able to get that in, so it's exciting to get it in. There's just one Andalusian bull, one size.
I think what I heard was they're not available till T checks them in.
T has checked them in, but they're not available till we put them out this time.
There we go.
I'm not even smoking one until then. But I will tell you, if you haven't had the Lajero, the 500 Lajero, it is very, very close to the bull. Very close in taste and the way it just hangs in there. It's such a great smoke. So that's just a teaser for you guys coming up. Of course, this Saturday, September 24th, we have Slingshot Saturday, and we, of course, have the Goddess of Cigars, who will be here, and she has tremendous deals available for you guys, and so it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So it's a
Gotta
big
move
day.
some tables because I'm just going to park inside.
All I can
bringing her
say
bike.
is I've sent out text messages. I've sent out
Smoke signals.
smoke signals, and all I can say to all the people that own slingshots, motorcycles, Can-Ams, just bring the noise. Okay? I was personally texted and told that we have extra parking for the slingshots. Okay? Somebody made a deal. I ain't gonna say who, but he made a deal for me so I could have my slingshot event. Now,
There we go.
Yes, this is T's creation.
so,
Yeah, my look. Yes.
so y'all please come out, bring your slingshots, bring your Can-Ams, bring the motorcycles. And the thing is I was telling some guys, hey, you know, we having a slingshot event. Make sure y'all come out, this, that, and the third. Then they got mad as why you can't have something for the bikes and why you can't. Just bring them.
My people.
Stop crying. Bring the bikes if you got them.
If
Okay.
you ride something that if you hit it, you're dead, bring it.
Why you
Well,
gotta
pretty
say
much.
it like that?
It's
I
the
mean,
truth.
you know.
You get all categories: motorcycles, slingshots, whatever it is. Has
You might as well
no
just say if your
metal around
medical
it.
deductible has met, yeah, come on down.
Bring it down.
Pretty much.
I got it.
Pretty much.
I'm looking forward to it. These guys, everybody does something unique with their slingshots and their
Oh,
motorcycles.
they're amazing. Some of the
So-
lights and
Yeah,
the
that's what I can't wait
decals
for.
So
and
we
the
got
colors.
this
Cool.
right here from 2 to 10.
Yeah.
Food truck. We've got
Sheila B.
Sheila B from 1 to 4. We've got jazz at night.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, it's going to be incredible. We're going to have a great time.
Oh, the question has been asked. There's been a question about football and is the football going to be interrupted and this, that, and the third. No, football will still be on the TV. Okay, that's a given. You know, we all football fans in here. So we will be watching football. I will be inside, outside, probably going down the street in a slingshot, you know, if I get a chance. Somebody let me take it around the block. But I'll be here. We're going to watch football.
So the DJ will be outside. It's going to be 80 degrees, no humidity, absolutely fat boy beautiful. It's going to be incredible. It's a great day. North Carolina, is playing Notre Dame at 3:30. Guaranteed that will be on TV.
Yes, sir.
We got some great games, so don't worry about your games. We'll have them playing in here. Speaking of which, and this is the last local thing we'll do, NFL Sunday Ticket is live and going. We had an issue last Thursday. I want everybody to know it is fixed as of this past Sunday.
He was out there splicing the
I'm telling you.
cable.
No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Oh, you talking about the Giants? Yeah.
I'm sitting in the corner trying not to cuss Baker Mayfield out.
Uh-huh.
And Brian walks in the door. Now, normally Brian walk in the door is, ding dong, how y'all doing? How you doing? You good? You good? No. Sierra called him. I thought she was talking to me. Because that, Luther tells me since I'm here, I got to fix my own drink, my soda. So He makes me fix my own stuff. So I was back there fixing me something to drink, and Sierra said something about NFL Sunday Ticket not working, and I was digging in the ice, and I didn't even look up. I said, "You better call Beef Huff. That's what you better do." I said, "You need to call Beef Huff." And I said something else, and she says, "T, I'm on the phone with Bryan right now." I went, "Oh." I kept digging my ice.
Mind your business.
So about 2 minutes later, the Ford slid in the parking lot on 2 wheels.
So I came into the house too.
That's how I left the house.
And he had his bag in one hand, and it wasn't, "How you doing? You doing good? You doing good?" He set the bag down, and he went to work. Nautilus became Jane from Tarzan because she was up on the chair resetting boxes and everything. He had a remote, and all of a sudden he was on the phone. And I swear, had it not been for it being Sunday, and
Was
we
he
had
using his big boy voice?
oh, the look on his face told everything.
So
He said, somebody said something to him, and he said, "Do you see the look on my face?" And the dude's still on the phone. "Do you see the look on my face right now?" And at one point, he had to reset all the TVs,
Uh-huh.
and it was in the middle of a play.
Oh.
Everybody went, "Oh,
Oh, like-
what happened?"
oh, like 3 games, and you got, Pittsburgh's playing over here, and you got the Panthers, and the guy has to reset the whole system. And I said, "Really? For the whole bar at one time?" It's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So he reset the whole system. Everybody went berserk. So I'm like,
Wow.
So it was a friend who gave me some feedback, was giving me helpful pointers about how NFL Sunday Ticket didn't work Thursday. And I looked at him, I said, "I don't need feedback right now." I'm telling you, when I'm this red and I look like this, just don't even talk to me.
I was like, this not
He'll,
gonna go
he'll,
good for the
so
he'll
the
be
man.
problem
messing with
is-
Bryan's football
Well,
time.
what happened on Thursday, and
Wow,
for you
that's a
guys
trigger.
that have NFL Sunday Ticket, I have 7 TVs. Y'all know how much it costs. It is not inexpensive. But what they did this year is now Amazon Prime does Thursday night NFL games, right? So you go to the NFL Network, it's not there. And, I'm at my house. I have NFL Network, and I was going to put it on. I was like, well, for some reason it's not playing at my house. I'm not even worried about the bar. Like, bar's taken care of. I'm good. No,
You ain't good.
no, because I didn't know until Sunday that we had a problem. That was the biggest problem. So we fixed that issue. But what I have found out is, based on the package we have, we get the games. We don't have to have Amazon Prime, but it's on a 9000 series number, like 9526, is the channel for the Thursday night NFL game. So we now know that. Thank you, DirecTV. This is their last year carrying this, so we'll see how it goes from here. Next year, who knows? Everybody's bidding on it right now to see how that works. But I wanted everybody to know it's been fixed. I am not happy that it happened, but we are ready to go.
Boom.
Thursday night, Sunday, all day Saturday. We got every college station for football games. If you love Wisconsin, for whatever reason, you are more than welcome to come here because we'll have the game. If you like South Dakota State, unless they're on, ESPN3, which I can't stream, that's illegal, so we don't do that. But
Like big I illegal or little I illegal?
no big.
Oh,
Big
okay,
I.
well,
No, they don't
all right
like
then.
it. They don't
don't
like
like
it
South
when you
Dakota.
stream UFC.
We like NDSU.
Like, we found out real quick, you don't
North Dakota
stream
State.
UFC unless you have the
I went
contract.
to UND.
You have to pay big money, and then they let you do it.
Yeah.
But they find out you do it. I don't know how, but they do.
No, they got
They
they
the
got
IP
it.
addresses they use.
Oh yeah, they scan it.
So anyways, we found that out. So we do not do that.
Fat Ash, look at this girl go.
This-
So how about this cigar, man?
Okay,
I'm
so
loving it.
I am actually really surprised. So this is the first one that I've smoked. I've actually tried to make a point of this being my first go at it, on the podcast. I would have swore up and down looking at the blend that this would have had more bite to it than the double Maduro. This is far smoother, like ridiculously smooth.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
And I gave you the double Maduro and took these, if you remember,
This
a month ago, right?
Yeah, because we
thought it was going to be the other way.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at the blend, I would have put money. I'd have put some big money down to bet that this would have more bite. And
Yeah.
wow, and
That's what you
even
told me.
like that ash is hanging on for dear life, no matter how much I'm flicking it around.
Well, and it just goes to show what we talk about is how high quality cigars are being produced every day. And they are coming out because you have experienced guys that are doing this every day. They are coming out every day of really wonderful cigars, and you have to be willing, right, to step out of your comfort zone. I've never heard of Sancho Panza. Well, A, because it's new, but B,
Well, it's
great.
old, but it's new.
It's new, introduced, reintroduced.
yes.
But if you haven't smoked cigars in the last 10 years, you probably never heard of it.
Right.
So now it's been reintroduced to the market, and you need to try it. Next time you go in the humidor, Charlie has, I got a story for you. Charlie has challenged me, without knowing it, to go, when I go look for bourbon, don't look at the top shelf all the time. Look down there, because there's some jewels, and I'm going
Right.
to tell you one I found.
Good.
In just a minute.
Oh, I love it. I love a good story.
But do the same with cigars. I challenge you, because everybody does it like they're going out to eat, right? Y'all ever have this conversation at home? You're going, well, what you want to eat tonight? I don't know what you want. Well, why don't we go here? Why don't we? You act like you're never going to eat again. Like this is the only meal you've got left in your life, and that's how you do it. Cigars,
No
hey,
pressure.
try something new.
No pressure.
You're going to spend
Wow.
$10, right, on a cigar. Try it. That's
Try
all
it.
I say.
Try
And
it.
if you're not sure, ask. We'll be happy to point you in the right direction. But
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
one of those cigars.
this is a colored me shocked. And the more I'm getting into it, the smoother it's getting.
It's
I retrohaled this just now.
Yeah.
You're going to get some pepper there, but that sweetness overriding. I'm telling you, it's that Connecticut broadleaf. If you
I'll
haven't
save
smoked
my
a
nose
cigar
hairs.
with a Connecticut broadleaf, you've got to go find one today.
and you pulled the double rye off the shelf as the pour for today, and could not have hit it more perfect. Boom.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it helps, when you know what you're smoking and you think you know what you're smoking. And there was no way I was going to pick 125 proof, right? Because I know my audience.
Right.
So I'm going, hey, this is going to ride underneath it, but it's not going to. It turns out it's not too far underneath. I was
No.
worried about it way
No.
down here.
See, I love that you actually factor in my sissiness when it comes to really high proof alcohols, and I have like absolutely zero concern when I throw some heavy stuff your way.
Well, you can't hurt my feelings. Now you can hurt Charlie's. She does think about Charlie whenever she picks a cigar, though. She does.
This one's really good. This one has really hit the.
I don't even know what to
palate.
say. I mean, like I would have thought this would have came out and taken your soul, but no, it's
Nope.
nice.
When you hear rye, you usually think stronger. In my opinion, I hear rye, I think it's going to be a stronger flavor.
Right.
Hit you more in the chest.
Ryes are not that.
And see, I find
This
that's
is
to
what
be
I always think.
absolutely opposite. When I hear
Yeah.
rye, I am actually interested in trying it because I think it's going to be in my wheelhouse.
When
That's
I hear
where
rye, I
my
think of
assumption
like a floral taste.
So I don't have my phone to look this up, but I'm going to be close here. So the Thomas H. Handy rye, okay, out of Buffalo Trace Distillery, is north of 120 proof. It's like 124 proof. However,
smooth as can be.
it is very smooth. You would never know it is that high a proof. So I think the rye really helps with that finish, right?
To
I mean,
temper it
even if
down.
you go in 88, to me,
Yeah, the Thomas H. Hanley rye is 129.
129,
Ooh.
even more.
4.5%.
Yeah,
Wow.
64.5%. So,
Holy cow.
but if
You
you
better
ever
put your
find
big girl
it,
draws on.
I know.
if you ever find it, you drink neat. A, because you're rarely going to find it. It's
Right.
an antique collection from Buffalo Trace.
$800 on that.
$800 a bottle in the aftermarket. We got in
So-
3 bottles last year
Yep.
for the allocation here. And I mean, you just honestly can't find it. And it is not a Pappy 23 type price, but I guarantee you it's more flavorful, better than the Pappy. I mean, I know it might be sacrilegious, but Pappy is just a unicorn. It doesn't mean it's the better tasting bourbon to me. So,
All right.
So
Give me
here's
the story.
so
I want to hear about the find.
O'Darby's. I was telling you about O'Darby's
Oh,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah. You had to go pick up your bottle,
I
right?
had to pick up my bottle.
Nice.
It's a single barrel, private selection, Elijah Craig.
Yep.
Okay, 123 proof.
Right.
And so I went to pick it up, but while I'm there, I'm like, O'Darby's is a huge store. They have a new store in Rock Hill, and so I walk in, and man, what a beautiful place. I mean, that is nice. So I'm just tooling around, and first one I found was Wilderness Trail.
Good stuff.
Excellent. Blind taste test that against Blanton's. I challenge you to pick out which is which. Challenge you. Very good. The one I found was the old Bardstown.
Oh.
The old Bardstown.
Is it Old Barton?
Oh, no.
Old Bardstown.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. No, I got you. Yeah.
So the guy I'm talking to, I said, look, I want something a little off the beaten path. I want something that's not, Weller's, Buffalo Trace, blah, blah, blah. I want something different. So he goes, I got you. So he takes me over there, and sure enough, he goes, I don't know what it is about this. We get this in. Dude comes in the next day, buys 16 bottles.
What?
Dude the next day buys 8 bottles of this. I said, I got to try it. It's $20
Yep.
for the bottle, right?
Yep.
$20.
Yep.
Excellent. It's like 100 proof.
And this is the Barge.
Old Bardstown.
Old Bardstown.
Okay.
So you have, it's the same Willet Distillery as Willet Pot Still.
Yep.
It's Willet Distillery.
How many
and
bottles you get?
I just got one. I just want to try it. When they got the turn screw on it, you're kind of, you're not sure. It's kind of like wine. If you got a little turn screw, you're not sure, is that really what I want?
So the question is, when you going back?
Well, they have a Russell's Reserve coming up that I'm gonna get in the raffle for. Well, you just respond quickly. Then they have a Michter's, and then they have a couple of others, my favorites, that I'm gonna get. So I'll be down there in probably the next month. It's a 30-minute drive. It's not that big a drive.
I was there earlier today. Not O'Darby's, but I need to actually make a point of that.
Damn, I forgot your Angel's Envy
So
finished rye that I got you.
Well, I am very forgettable.
when you come back, that means you're gonna have more than one bottle, correct?
Yeah, sure thing. 16.
Last night I went to an event and I had Smoke Wagon. Very good. Then they go, oh yeah,
Smoke wagons.
we
good
got
stuff.
this Weeders. Got what? A weeded? No, I said Wellers? Oh yeah, Wellers.
No.
All right, this is what
That's
what
beautiful.
cheeses me off. Wellers. I said, well, which one do you have? I don't know. I said, Antique 107?
Sure.
Reserve? What color is it? Red. Okay. Well, we got a chance here. So I take my Smoke Wagon back. This is like in a little speakeasy, so they have to go upstairs. They got this on the main shelf here. $18 a pour. $18 a pour. That's a 1.5 pour, but that's a really good deal. Weller's Antique 107. She brings it down, shows it to me. I go, all right, you don't know what you have. Like, I don't even know how you got this. So they go to a different ABC system than I do. Just saying. Locally, unbelievable. I've ordered this for 2 years and never gotten a bottle.
It makes me think of somebody was asking me, I wanted the ones we did, and me, I'm like, no, Heifer Creek. I will always remember it as Heifer Creek instead of Jeffer Creek.
It was a funny
Yeah,
there was a
them
funny
heifer
graphic
drinks.
I saw
my God.
today. There was like this guy with this funnel and this just flowing at him like it's like Weller products for Ohio and Texas, and this guy's just like, and all the rest of us get this little drop.
dribble.
Tiny dribble.
Yeah. That's about
Well, that's
the way
like
it
saying
works.
I have this old man on the front of it. It says 23. I guess they made 23 of these little. What's it? Pappy Papa? I'm going. That's like saying that, right?
Yeah.
You have no idea what's sitting in your hand.
Yeah.
It's gold.
No,
Oh my God,
It's
that's
gold.
awesome.
people don't.
Right.
They don't realize.
So, anyways, what a great experience last night.
Fun
What a
time.
Yeah, it was a great time. So,
I'm gonna need you to bring more than one bottle back.
yes, ma'am. We will take care of it. So,
What is
And
wrong with
I want to tell you've got to tell the story, Goddess, of your week, right?
On my Friday?
Yeah.
So I did an event, a cigar event at a local golf course and it was a great turnout. It was a beautiful venue, and probably like over 100 people. And as they're coming down the line, they're getting their bourbon, and I'm handing them a cigar. And I have the GM of the golf course standing next to me, kind of a big deal. I'd never met the man before. And a gentleman walks up, and I hand him a cigar, and he goes, "Cigar got us!" And I was like, no way. Like, I can die now. I mean, like, my life's complete. Somebody...
Our one subscriber.
Yeah, the one
person-
watcher. Well, and it was funny because the looks I'm getting from the GM and my partner that, I was there with,
Yeah.
they were just kind of like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I'm kind of a big deal." And you know what? They still think I am. So, more power to you. So
Who knows what's going to happen on YouTube and
that was pretty
Instagram
funny.
and Facebook. We don't know who
That-
watches, so we.
That was the first
You've
experience.
been
for me.
recognized.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been
Cigar
noticed, so-
got us.
The
I love
cigar
For,
got
like,
us.
wait, I should preface it. This is the first time being recognized for doing something positive, right? Okay, so.
God.
Where there
you
wasn't
didn't take any-
destruction left behind.
Right? Well, yeah, in a 5-person lineup, I don't know that being recognized is the positive I'm looking for, but.
So you didn't take anybody's soul while you was out there, did you?
No, I didn't. I was very well behaved. I have my moments. I can behave for a couple hours.
So we have the President's Cup this week. So I'm sure that was related to that, was it not? It was on Friday.
I don't know.
So it's in
Is that
Charlotte.
is that
It's
a
at
golf
Quail
thing?
Hollow.
I have no idea.
It's,
I got to zoom in that.
Wait.
wow. All I can say is wow. I don't know how women in my life don't know sports. I think it's
Oh, I
just
know
it's
sports.
complete
That's
opposite.
not a sport.
Golf is not a sport.
No.
Okay. All right. Golf's not a sport.
No.
All right.
Hold
Well,
up. Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm not going to get into
What
this
is it?
argument today.
I don't know. It's like people go out, get drunk, whack some balls. I don't know. That sounds like a good time to me.
That sounds
but
like
it's definitely
Cara
not-
Lee at a bar.
That's a date night.
Wow.
So
All right, so the President's Cup,
Oh,
for those
man.
uninitiated, is at Quail Hollow this week, and it is everybody but European players. So it's the world minus Europe against the United States. 12-man teams on either side, and they play matches, and whoever wins. Like the Americans have won 11 straight, and there's been 13. And with
So
Liv,
that's
they're
good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10.
They
Look at
score a
me-
lot
look
of
at me get
touchdowns.
involved.
They score a lot of touchdowns and runs.
Yay!
So, anyways,
Keep drinking.
at 11 in a row, that's a little pressure, and our average rank of golfer is 11 point something in the world. Theirs is like 48. It is teed up for an upset. Like this, you walk in with Liv going on. You've got these golfers over there. Cam Smith, who just
Right.
won $4 million, won the tournament, would have been on the international team, but he's in the Liv, which is.
the
You know
other,
what that is? That's the other. Okay.
it's the other league.
No.
Let's just call it that. Other league.
Other league, other golf league.
Yeah.
We're going to call it the Bandit League. So they're making a lot more money, and they sign for a lot more money, and everybody's critical of it. So these players are not allowed into these events because it's PGA Tour
Because
sponsored.
they're a bunch of children.
Rich children. I'm not.
Hey,
hey,
dude, let's follow the money.
If your career earnings and you're Dustin Johnson and your career earnings, I guess he's been in the league, let's say 10 years. He's won $78 million. His first check was over $100 million just to sign. I'm just saying.
Just go with
Now,
that.
the biggest problem with it, just so you're aware, is the money comes from Saudi Arabia, who has some issues on the humanity front, right? So that's been sort of the backlash of why these guys, who you're taking your money from, I don't know. I'm just saying. That's been
And
the
to
issue.
me, all of this I
So-
find to be quite humorous in the sense that these would be the first people that would criticize someone that made, 100,000 on OnlyFans. It's like you get your money however you get your money and good on you. I mean, like, what was it? Bad Barbie, the girl that made herself famous by saying
Yeah.
"Catch me outside." Yeah, Bad Baby. She's like made $50 million.
I'm really happy that my son knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Dr. Phil.
Yeah,
Dr.
Dr.
Phil?
Phil.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, she
Okay.
was on the episode and she
So-
said, "Catch me outside." How about that? And now
Yeah.
this girl, young woman, now,
Oh.
has made over $50 million because of that kind of notoriety. So I guess whacking some balls, you pay a couple million for that. That's cool.
And there we go again.
There's an OnlyFans for that too, I'm sure.
Hey,
Well, look,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna tell you. Look, I saw pictures today. A friend of mine, he works the event. He helps over there with the set up some of the stuff. They had some flyover and stuff this morning. He posted some pictures. The Quell is a beautiful place anyway, but this, what they built and put over there, is over the freaking top.
Really?
Well, they've been closed down a year.
Right. I
And
mean,
ready.
they have put up this. I can't wait to watch it on TV
They've been
because
closed down a year to prepare for this.
it is
a big deal.
unbelievable.
Well, to get this locally in Charlotte is a big deal.
Oh, my gosh.
And they have changed around really the Green Mile. They have taken that and made it holes 11 through 15. Now, so the Green Mile is really tough par 4, really tough par 3, and the hardest par 4 in the PGA historically on 18. They did not want the matches to finish before they played these holes.
Right.
So they've completely reconfigured where you play, which holes you play, so that they're included. Last year, the average match ended on 15. So that's the reason they did it this way. So they've reconfigured the course so that players had to play the hardest holes at the end of their matches, which
Sure.
is really cool. So it's cool.
Okay,
It's
all right.
really, it's
All right.
really,
It's
just-
really cool. So my brother-in-law, Gina's brother, is in the security of this event. So he's been planning this for a year. They've been going over security for a year, and he has to live this week at the Westin, which is where a lot of them are staying, and has to be with them the whole time. Then he has to be in the clubhouse with them and all this. But really cool. I mean, he's talked about how tight it is and how great it is, and the course is beautiful.
It immaculate. I mean, I saw pictures of it, and I'm like, of pictures of the fairways and the tee box. And all. I was like, damn, this is like Augusta level.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What they've done with the green, everything about it is just.
Well, they overseeded. I have never heard this. I'm wondering how this is going to work out. So they overseeded Bermuda in the fairways. All right, and as you guys know, in the South, when we have Bermuda, that's what really gets robust and thick and lush.
Right.
And you put that in with the fescue that's normally out there, that's pretty cool. And I'm curious to know, because you can't get rid of this stuff.
Right.
Bermuda is
Except for
there
when it's
for
a
life.
nylon, it is the most puny version of Bermuda ever. I hate my Bermuda.
I get
It's
rid
the
of
devil.
Bermuda. I hate Bermuda. I'm a fescue guy, so that's what I do in my yard. But they've usually you oversee with rye in the winter to get it
Right.
green and all that. But wow. So we digress.
Okay.
So I've,
Smooth.
to my defense, I've played golf 3 times in my life, and every time it was a charity. So you had real golf players, that knew what they were doing, and then usually a couple of guests. And it was like for the military, for fallen families, and or fallen, Gold Star families. And the last one was for a DEA fallen officer, and it was in Phoenix. And of course, everybody's drinking very heavily. And I didn't realize this was a thing, but when people walk through your fairway when you're teeing up or getting ready to whack the ball, kind of a faux pas, kind of poor taste. So this gentleman, and I use that in the loosest sense of the term, was walking through, and the pros that I was with were yelling at him, telling him, like, hey, get out of the fairway. And he basically said, F you, if you can hit me, good on you. So it was my turn.
Oh God.
And I'm not a weakling when it comes to when I make connection. And apparently I need moving targets, because I wailed and made a connection on that ball, and it hit the guy in the back of the neck, dropped him like a ton of rocks. He falls down, and now the people I'm with are looking at me like I've been holding back this whole time, because I couldn't have done that if I tried.
In a million tries, right?
In a million tries. And this
Yeah.
guy gets up finally, once he can see straight, and he turns around like he's going to start something. Well, I'm with a DEA agent, and these 2 pros were large individuals too. And he kind of looked at us like he wanted to start something and was like, "No, I'm good," because I mean, it wasn't like he didn't have a warning. So
Well, he was a little embarrassed.
I would say he was more than a little embarrassed. He was concussed.
Yeah.
But I couldn't have done so. That, in my opinion,
You
was
need to focus.
I need
That's-
moving
it
targets.
gave you focus.
If the hole was moving, I'd probably do really well. And that was fun. That was probably the funnest time I've ever had out on a golf course.
Oh my
I
God.
laughed the entire time.
And she's not allowed ever again.
Yeah, probably not.
I pictured you with an AK or some kind of gun just coming out of your bag and going boom.
Oh, that game. Then it would be much.
M4?
Actually, if you did it kind of like polo, where you're in the golf cart and you got to whack it as you're going.
Yeah.
With
can
other
do
carts,
that.
like you can, volley for position.
So we play in the Checkers. The Checkers are the hockey team here in Charlotte, and they have a tournament where they raise money every year. And Old Sycamore is where they play in Charlotte. And you have your team, and then you have a hockey player that plays with you. And these guys are used to that swing. Like, they can really hit a golf ball. No clue where it's going. None. However, we have a Happy Gilmore hole.
Oh, really?
Okay, so you run up and you hit the ball on the run. Okay, first time I did it, I went down. Like, because, I'm going to hit it even harder. So I hit the ball and it went on the ground. So the hockey player hits it like 330 yards on the run because he's used to hitting a puck.
Wow.
And that is not an easy
Right.
movement to hit it straight.
Right.
Like, everybody was popping it up. Everybody's, he hit this thing on a par 5, 330 yards in the air. Like,
Nice.
amazing. But,
That's
yeah.
insane.
So if you can do it on the run, it's like polo.
Carolee, my charity events, I always bring pros. I bring Bryan and Wayne and somebody else.
Yeah, those are your
Whoever
pros.
we pick.
I get to the A
Craig
players.
Kinlaw, Kevin Carter,
Whatever.
those guys.
I will
yeah.
say
Kevin,
that
somebody-
it was actually.
We almost have won a couple times.
It was actually kind of fun because the pros, everybody was doing it for charity, so nobody was taking themselves too seriously. And clearly, if they had me on their team, that's kind of a handicap right there, just from the start. But they actually took some time and were working with me. So from the beginning of the tournament to the end, definitely significant improvement. But I'm still. To me, it's there's so much that I don't even know what I don't know.
Can I just give you a clue on that?
Sure.
So every guy's dream is to play with a good-looking woman in golf because all you want to do is watch her hit the ball.
All right. Well, when
I'm
one
just
shows
sitting
up,
back telling you the truth. Am I right?
Just,
T-cam.
just go ahead on.
A T-cam. All
Yeah.
you want to do, hey, can you go hit this golf ball for us because they're in a skirt or whatever. So I played with a lady one time. She was a insurance rep.
Okay.
And she played, unbeknownst to me, she played college golf. And we're out here. We get teamed up with her. I work with her, but I have no idea of her background. And we're on the first tee, and she gets to tee up ahead of us, right? So we hit our tee balls. We think we're okay. She gets up there and hits like his 250-yard perfect draw drive. And I look at her. I said, "It's not your first time on a golf course." She's like, "No, I played college golf and a little bit of pro." And I'm like, we won the tournament. So
That's awesome.
there you go. So that was
so you
fun.
were the handicap in that one.
Absolutely. I was the worst golfer out there, which I was happy
Listen.
about. I love being that.
I can't play golf. Has never played golf. But God dog it, I'm dangerous on the beverage cart.
So's Gina. And Sierra wants to be on the beverage cart, too.
I will drop that beverage cart. Now, needless to say, the beverage might be a little bit low by the time we get to the 18th
Well, you
hole.
got to have handling fee, traveling tax, all these different things. I understand that.
I got that part. I got the
So you
beverage
guys
cart
on
down, man.
YouTube, you figured out by now, we do talk about cigars. We do talk about bourbon. But really, we try to share the experience that you have at your local cigar lounge, which is, hey, we're going to talk about what's going on today. We're going to talk. This is our therapy session.
Amen.
So anytime you guys are out and about, you need a therapy session. Maybe you're a cigar smoker, maybe you're not. It's for everybody.
It is.
And I think, what we try to demonstrate on our little show here, our little piece is, what we have fun together. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have different interests, obviously. Golf
I
and
love
ping
how he
pong.
treats me like I'm a leper.
My God.
Not
I
a
live with a woman that
sport.
could
No
care
sport.
less about sports, but knew who Lawrence Taylor was, which I give her kudos for that. But we all try to get together because we're demonstrating what we see and what we experience in the lounge every day, and we want people to experience that same thing. So we try to give that back to you, especially for folks that may not be familiar with that, may not have that experience at your lounge. There is a lounge out there for you to come in, enjoy a good drink, whether it's non-alcoholic, alcoholic, doesn't matter. Find a good cigar and enjoy it together. And that's what we're about, is a family. And you'll find the cigar family to be all-inclusive. Everybody's welcome. We want everybody included. And it doesn't matter what you do in life. You could be a president. You could clean tables. It does not matter. Everybody's equal when they sit in that chair.
That's absolutely.
Everybody's on the same level.
So we had a little experiment here the other day, Brian, and you probably haven't heard about it. So
I'm sure I was the subject of it.
no.
Your ears were
It
burning.
wasn't you this time, Curly. It has a little bit to do with you, Curly.
Oh. Uh-oh.
So our manager here, Luther, his son comes in, and I've tried to tell him, and I forewarned him,
Not to bring a blunt.
do not bring Black and Miles into my cigar lounge.
I knew it was going.
There's limits to the acceptance.
Okay? I told him, Alex, and my exact quote is, don't bring that shit in here anymore. Stop smoking it. So I come in Saturday. We have a young man sitting at this table over here named Mr. Earl. Mr. Earl's first time in here, never been to Smoking Barrel before in his life. So I walk by Luther, speak to Luther. Alex is just staring at me because he knows he's in trouble. Has a Black and Mild in his hand. He looks at me and he goes, T, I just got one. I said, Alex, what did I tell you? I said, Mr. Earl, excuse me. Alex, you see, we have company. Mr. Earl said, no, you good. It's okay. I said, didn't I tell you don't bring that shit in here no more? I told you that, right? So Luther gasses him up. Has T ever gave you a cigar? She ain't never gave you a cigar in your hand, have she? She ain't this. Blah, blah, blah. Luther's gassing him. So Alex accepted the challenge. I tell you what, T, you give me the same cigar that you gave Big Boy at the lounge I used to work at. The one you said that set him down. Okay, bet. I go in the humidor, I pick my cigar, I give him the spark plug.
Nice. Little kung fu punch.
I said,
We
please,
do have the kung fu in me.
I said, please tell me that you have ate something before you smoke this cigar. Oh yeah, I ate. I'm good. I ate. Alex is not a small boy either. Okay? So, what do? You accept the challenge?
Bring it.
I'm going to bring it. I cut the cigar. I lit the cigar. I said, here you go, partner. Have at it. He starts smoking it. Luther's, you better drink some water because they're strong. Now, he didn't gas them up. You better drink some water because it's strong.
Right.
I'm telling you, you keep fooling with T. You know what T did to me. This, that, and the third. Blase, blase. Alex sat there. He smoked his cigar. He laughed. He talked.
And then it hit him.
Alex went to get up. He turns around and looked at Mr. Earl and said, why my legs numb?
He's not had any alcohol, by the way.
Oh, that's funny.
Mr. Earl, with a straight face, looks at him and goes, she done told you.
Hey, education can be
I had
expensive.
a flashback of my grandparents saying that. That's what got me.
Yeah.
But he never cracked a smile.
He couldn't.
He said,
No, this was Earl.
she said, she done told you. I said, Alex, you okay? Nah, T, my legs is numb.
Oh, Lord.
So
You're
don't.
gonna be all right, Luther said. I done told you about fooling around with T. You know she didn't mess me up before. I done told you. Don't take nothing else from T. Hey, when you come to Smoking Barrel and you are an experienced cigar smoker, I'll forewarn you when you ask me, what do you have? It's all in there. We got 2 humidors. We got a flavored and we got the traditional. If I take you in the traditional, please understand. Now, for the beginners, the people that, hey, you know, I'll smoke this, and this, I ask you, what do you want? Mild, medium, or full? What do you smoke? Because I don't want to give you anything that's going to knock your socks off, okay? But when you challenge me,
Challenge accepted.
challenge accepted.
I love
So let's be clear. This is the public service announcement.
Yeah.
We don't do that for just everybody.
Right.
This is not his first time. We had a cigar event earlier in the year, and he was working here. He was filling in. He was working the door. And I'm sitting out here talking to the promoter of the event, and I look up and I see this Black and Mild in his hand. I called Luther over. I said, Luther, that's your son. So I'm going to be nice. Why is he smoking that at a cigar event that everybody's here smoking cigar?
Because they're judging.
So we got him a house cigar, Habano, and he smoked that. So there you go. We want you to learn how to smoke cigars. We want you to enjoy the experience. So we're not going to do that with everybody. We are going to do that when appropriate, because we have to prove that, you know,
Education.
education
We're
is
educators here.
yes, and we
We
want to
take this
take care of
seriously.
you. So T does a great job. She gets in the cigars here. We have a tremendous selection in there. At one time, we had the Goddess of Cigars wall, where I think everything in there was yours.
Yeah.
When we first started. Like, you walk in, it was General Cigar, at the time Fords as well, because you had Fords and General. It was all there, and it was
Glorious.
it was.
It
We
was
still
glorious.
have all of her cigars. Everything she brings out, we buy. But we now have a good mixture. We have
Yeah.
a good selection. We
No.
have a nice selection.
I am not mad at you.
Carolee is a team player. She gets the real world. She knows. We try to make her paycheck, but we also,
Keeping me off the stripper pole.
there we go. We'll go back to that. And so, anyways, yeah, we love it. Have
Well-
a good experience here. Charlie, how's that cigar
Dude.
treating you?
I was gonna say this would be. I don't care what level you're. I don't know. To me, I mean, I'm not experienced hardcore. This Sancho Panza,
Sancho Panza.
Sancho Panza. I think you could probably hand this to about anybody. I'm be honest.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
a headbanger.
like
It's-
the profile on it is a medium plus. However, having said that, the balance on it is so smooth that
It's just that little bit of pepper on the end that gives it the medium plus. Otherwise, it would be medium.
Yeah,
That's without a
just
doubt,
saying.
right? Yeah.
It's a
I don't-
great. That's a good stick. Very good stick.
This is not.
Enjoyable.
Yeah. This is a great cigar. It's a great pick. Thank you.
you're very welcome.
Thank you. How are we doing on time, Jack?
We're hitting right at.
We are right at time. So, anybody got anything else before we finish?
Guys, y'all come on out Saturday.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
Hey,
come
guys,
on out Saturday.
We got Groove Masters Saturday night. We got Sheila B during the day. We got food truck all day. We got football going on. We got Thursday. We got jazz Thursday night. We've got football going on Thursday. I promise Buell, we have football on Thursday night. and
Dang foosball.
they're going to score a lot of runs. Is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It's a sport that's not hockey, right?
And for those that right,
Never heard
it's
of it.
not hockey, right?
Oh yeah.
So hey, I found this out before we leave. Eric Kramer, LFD,
yep.
plays hockey for the U.S. team.
Really?
He was off last week. I couldn't get him. I'm worried about it. So I call LFD. Where's Eric? We got our order in, just had a few questions. He's on vacation. So yesterday I get a call from Eric. I'm like, hey man, you okay? Yeah, I'm so sorry. My out of office didn't work. I was playing for the U.S. hockey team in the Czech Republic, and we were all, out for a week and a half, and I was in Europe,
Okay.
so I couldn't really, be in touch. And so
He was blowing you up. Don't
by
let
the
him
time
fool
he
you.
gets back, he gets blown up, right, with all these messages and everything. So that was cool. So good for him. Thank you for doing. And his wife, we looked him up. His wife plays for the women's team. Did
Really?
not know that. He didn't share that with me. So that's cool, right?
That's crazy.
So tomorrow I have my grudge match with Greg Lloyd.
Okay, cool.
So that's tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. If he wins, I'm sure I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Oh no.
But we should be back at the bar around 4.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there for
Grudge match.
LaShawn. Just so you know, you have a former Steeler coming in tomorrow. So that'll be cool.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
All right, guys. What a great day.
Oh,
Great
Very
podcast.
nice.
Yes, ma'am. You got one more thing.
yes, I do.
All right.
Baker Mayfield. I want you to do me a favor and tell that O-line they better hit somebody, even if it's the referee.
Hit something.
Now I'm
I
tired.
told you last year.
I am tired.
I told you
Okay?
last year.
Now I'm gonna forewarn you. Okay, if you don't perform, you are going to get cussed out, just like Cam Newton did. Okay. Now don't get on that Cam Newton list with me. All right. You better make something happen.
It doesn't matter who is the quarterback. If that offensive line can't block, you ain't going to beat anybody.
You can't
Block. At least touch the opposite team.
Whoever number 53 was for the Giants, I forget his name. That guy was all over him all day. All day.
all day.
And 97. And 93. And, I could go through the whole line.
Just pick a number. Yeah.
There is no way that I don't care if Darnold's back there, I don't care if Tom Brady's back there, I don't care who it is. Can't win if you don't have an offensive line. And
Only person that didn't tackle Baker Mayfield was the damn referee. Just saying.
that's the truth. Good gosh.
I was like, dude, hit something, somebody.
Yeah.
So y'all can tell we're Carolina Panthers here. We're in the Charlotte market, so
Oh my God.
I'm actually a Broncos fan this year because of, my daughter lives out there, and, we have a former Tar Heel out there, Javonte Williams, at running back. So I'm, I got somebody else to pull for.
Is it Menace?
Huh?
Is it Menace? Rashane Menace?
Is that 53?
Yeah.
Dominguez. Oh my gosh. I bet you Baker Mayfield had nightmares about number 53.
He was
like,
living in his head
All day
rent
long.
free.
All day long. You'd have thought it was Lawrence Taylor. I mean, it was Hall of Fame game for that guy.
Yep.
Old Dominion.
Played at Old Dominion. There you go. All right, guys. What a great day.
Woo.
Charlie, what's the best cigar you're having?
Hey, this right here, Sancho Panzas,
The extra
Panza.
fuerte.
whatever. It's the one I have in my hand that I'm sharing with friends today.
There we go.
That's it.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Everybody
guys.
have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Salute.